How's it going, DIY? Today I'm in front of the camera and Jackson's behind it. Today we have a really cool video for you guys. We actually rented two lenses for our main camera that we're actually using right now. We have a Lumix 16-35 f4 and then a Sigma 14-28 f2.8. So basically, we vlog on the channel pretty much every day, and my goal in my research was to find a camera lens that was very wide angle so we could film in 60 FPS. So all our videos are shot in 30 frames per second, and sometimes we've gotten a couple of complaints that, you know, it can be a little jarring and kind of, yeah, exactly what you're seeing on the camera right now. Kind of hurts your eyes on the big screens. On the phone, it looks fine, but on a large screen, it can kind of hurt. So we rented these two lenses, and this is from Lens Rentals. It's kind of a cool case, but I wanted to do a live unboxing for you guys to show you, well, maybe like a little lens rental review, and then on top of that, you know, kind of first impressions of these two lenses here. How do I want to open this up before I
have them roll out?
Yeah,
on
I don't
the
want to
floor.
roll them out. Yeah, we're gonna try it this way. Yeah, smile, your order has arrived. Here, I'm gonna turn this around for you guys, and it's cool how it actually has a box for if you wanted to rent two lenses. It's kind of neat. I'm assuming if you ordered one, it would just come in one, but they are very cold, by the way. It's like in the teens and single digits here in Louisville right now. Yeah, it's like a full-on carrying case, so that's kind of cool.
We get to keep it.
No, I don't think so. So this is the Lumix, and a couple things to note about these lenses. So if you haven't, I'm not gonna go too in-depth on these two lenses. If you want a more in-depth video review of both of these lenses, I'd highly recommend going and checking out some people that actually are primarily in this field of photography lenses and stuff, because they're gonna go over all the nitty-gritties of these lenses here. But to give you a brief overview, you basically have, of course, the main differences is going to be the focal length, 16-35, and then 14-24, actually, so not 28. But so obviously this one's a little more versatile. F4, F2.8. One of the main differences too is you can see here, when I take off this cap, one's a flat lens, and then this one kind of bulges out because of the ultra wide angle. So for people who like to use ND filters a lot and they want to have a lot of filters to choose from, this one you're gonna have to put it on the inside, basically between the lens and the camera. So that's one thing to note. But another thing is weight. This one does feel a little heavier, but overall, if I'm filming it every single day, I don't think it's much heavier than the one that's on the camera right now. Focus distance, minimum focus distance is pretty similar, so that's pretty much the same there. And I mean, overall, I think those are the main pointers I wanted to mention. I want to try these out, and we're going to see how they look on the camera. Maybe we can even do some like test shots so you guys can see it for yourselves. Again, this isn't going to be anything crazy in terms of testing, but I will give you guys my first impressions in this video, and then later on, I'm going to give it about a week because we have these for a week, and I'm going to kind of compare and contrast with both of them, and then I'll give you guys an updated video on how I think this whole experience is and which one I like more for 60 frames vlogging. All right, so we currently have the 16-35 f4 on the camera. So one thing that's really nice compared to the stock lens, which we've been using for about a year now, I think?
A while.
A while. This one has obviously a variable aperture, so whenever you zoom in, it's going to change the aperture. This one doesn't do that, so it keeps a nice steady brightness image, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, for anyone wondering, I didn't change any settings either. I literally, all Jonah did was put the new lens on, and this is what it looks like.
Swiped it on. And one other thing to note too, I will also give you guys probably this is gonna be more on like the long-term review. I say long-term, but like a week-long review of both of these lenses is autofocus. Being a Lumix S Pro, like a Lumix S lens, is probably gonna be a little better in terms of autofocus and compatibility with a Lumix S5 II compared to a Sigma, but I own a Sigma 24-70 on my Sony camera, and I really, really do like it. Again, of course, it is a bit heavier compared to that one over there, so I'm gonna be interested to see which one I like more overall for vlogging. Again, I'm not gonna say too much in terms of photography. I think both are gonna be great options for you. Maybe the Lumix if you want a little more versatility, but I also do like the fact that this is f2.8 for our low light situations like B-roll and things like that. So there really are some big trade-offs between both lenses, but yeah, I'm really excited to try these out. So we're gonna switch over to the Sigma lens now onto the same camera, same settings, and we'll see if you guys notice any difference.
It's odd.
I bet.
Sorry, so we're recording on the Sigma, same settings. We're at 14 focal, or 14, we have 14 millimeters, there we go.
Yeah, that's probably, it looks like on the front of the camera, it does look pretty large compared to this lens.
It's top heavy, guys.
And yeah, Jackson's saying it's top heavy. Again, these are pretty noticeably different in weight. I'll put up on the screen right here the screenshot of both of the weights for the camera lenses. So they are pretty different in terms of weight, even just a couple pounds though, guys. It'll make a big difference in terms of holding it every single day and filming with it. So I think overall for vlogging, and vlogging at 60, because the S5 II has a 1.5 times crop, that difference between 60 at 14 and then 60 at 16 will be somewhat noticeable. I think it's like going from like 21 millimeters to 24. So I do like a wider angle picture, but is it going to be worth the trade-off of, you know, a heavier lens? So that's something we're going to have to find out. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. It's a very quick unboxing and first impressions of someone who's been looking at these for a couple weeks now. I'll give you guys another update here in about a week whenever we have a full week to test these out and try them out on our main set at Toasty Bros. And I'll give you guys my choice on which one I actually like more or less and why. So thanks for watching the end of this video. If you guys did like this video, drop a like down below. We'll see you guys next week with a review. Peace.